So again, the score final there was 7-5. We thought he got some back points, but there were never any awarded. So again, 7-5 win for Peters. So now we've got Zach Synon for Missouri wrestling Josh Alber. Alber again having a good year so far.
Having a good year. He's 5-0. He's beat at least one ranked wrestler from Rutgers, or might have been from Hofstra. Excuse me. Him and Zach wrestled twice last year. They split. Synon beat him early on, and we beat him a couple weeks later in the UNI Open in overtime. So I would assume it's going to be another tight match. You can see the contrast in styles already. You've got real long and lean, and then Josh a little shorter and stockier.
Yeah, totally. You know, I think that first match, you can't rest on your laurels there, man. I mean, he was up big and just let Dylan dictate the rest of that match.
You know, we talked about that rule as you set me up perfectly of putting it into the referee's hands, but I don't know what else call you make. You have to make that call. Oh. That's the rule now.
Don't you think Frost called that right, though?
I do. I 100% do. In fact, I'll be honest with you, I think there's a couple other stalls in there he could have called. I think he could have called when Barlow was behind Dylan and wouldn't try to put him back down.
Well, to see how consistent that is throughout the night, though, because that's the key to the whole deal is the consistency.
I agree. So Josh Alber got just a good variety of attacks. Got a little bit of upper body. He's got a real good low single. Four-time state champ out of Illinois. Redshirt freshman.
What's Missouri doing?
Kind of snaps him down into his own legs. A little bit of a quarter Nelson on him. And now they're just kind of tied up and just sparring a little bit. But Josh is kind of owning that edge too, I think.
He's keeping his rear end to the center of the mat.
Yeah. That's a huge key, Tim. That's a good call right there. The guy with the butt sticking outside, facing the big circle, you're probably going to get called sooner or later. You're right. Well, a lot of heavy hand fighting going here, trying to get controls, trying to get a guy to step or move or push or pull him.
Well, I'm not sure how tall the kid is from Missouri, the Synon kid, but he looks like he's cutting some weight to be here at 141.
133, yeah, 135. We got a good fireman's carry right there. Synon did a nice job of kind of hipping out of it. We're real deep in the elbow and nobody scores, but gave the crowd a little bit of a start. Still 0-0, just 20 seconds to go. It'd be nice to see Josh Alber sting him right here and get a takedown. But he is so long, he's just all wrapped around you.
Yeah, that was a sweet shot. Under 10 seconds now.
Kurt Frost just warned Synon.
Wonder if these kids ever met in high school, both being from Illinois.
I don't know. I don't know if they did or not.
During the second period, Alber chooses the down position.
Okay, so UNI is going to take down as we get the second period started here.
Alber quick to his feet. Hit a little bit of a switch action. And now he's coming through on a Granby.
Good action by Alber, though.
Well, he kept moving there.
Right, that's right.
He might end up getting two out of this. It's nothing yet. It's not one or two yet, but it's awful close to a reversal.
With all that action right there.
Doug Schwab doesn't like this. Doug Schwab wants at least escape, if not a reversal there.
Well, I think there should have been one called there. He had the offensive position.
I think you're right, Tim. There's a loss of control there, no doubt. And if you don't call it, you let him continue, then something's going to change, and it changed back in Synon's favor.
Well, and in reality, Alber, if all he had to do is let go of that foot, and it takes it out of control of the official. But the official's going to stick to his guns. Coach Schwab was played in this case right there.
I think he said something. I think Kurt Frost, the official, said something. They didn't review it, and they're moving on. And like I said before, Synon all wrapped around him. Got a cross wrist. Got Josh's head buried on the mat. He's got to get that head up. He's got to slide that knee. He's got an ankle trap. He's getting him right down to his belly.
Yeah, you can tell this kid likes riding those long arms.
It's another little switch action. Does a good little hip heist. Synon does a good job of bringing him down, but here comes Alber back up to his feet again. He's walked in right out of bounds. Kick out, Josh Alber, kick out and face him.
Alber doing a good job. We're 53 seconds here left in the second period. Match tied 0-0. We got a minute 7 of writing time by Synon from Missouri.
Tim, just the body language walking back the middle looks like Josh a little fresher than Zach. That's
Synon, okay, thank you.
Took a little bit out of Synon right there. Kind of spiked Josh on his shoulder. Hope he's not hurt there. I don't think he is, but he's got to continue to wrestle.
You know, this period right here is playing right into my wheelhouse on the writing time deal. I don't think a writing time point should be scored unless you score from the top position, because this kid's done nothing but ride.
Right. I think they might review that the next year or two. I know there's been some talk of it.
Yeah, well, I don't want to see it taken away from the game at the college level, but just a little tweak there, I think, changes the dynamic of it.
It's still going to be a huge point if you can get away in the next 30 seconds. Missouri up, or no, it's tied 0-0, but Synon almost has a minute and 40 of riding time.
Boy, he's just been riding those hips the whole time. I mean, we're 15 seconds left. Now the kid from Missouri doing a good job of bringing him back down. We end the period. So he's going to get the 2 full minute riding time there. Now we'll see what kind of gas the kid's got in the third period here.
We will. I mean, I think I took a lot out of him riding, Josh, but you know what takes a lot out of you getting ridden for 2 minutes, too. And Josh was doing a lot of action there. So now we'll see what's Coach Schwab want to do. Is he want to attempt to ride him and get that riding time off? Josh pretty good on top.
This is our second match tonight. Alber's looking for some quick tilt points. Doesn't quite get them there. That's a tough body style to get those quick, cheap tilt points on.
It is. You just need to have him loaded up a little bit better now. Missouri's up to his feet. Looks like he's breaking those hands down pretty good. Well, there's no change right now as long as he's on that leg. But he's counting because he's on the leg, so he's probably going to end up getting a stall call here.
Okay, but that's, you know what, though? That's okay because he still gets to stay on top.
Correct.
So we got a minute 33 left in the third period here. Still tied 0-0 at 133 pounds, our second match. Dylan Peters with an exciting win of 125 to get us started.
Josh in that claw ride. Looks like he's trying to set him up for a little bit of a tilt action. Missouri to his feet. Josh drags him down. They go back out of bounds.
You know, at some point you're going to have to make a decision, though, here. I mean, are you going to keep riding or are you going to cut him and score?
Yeah, I mean,
you got to try to take that 20 seconds off here, don't you?
Yeah, I think you're getting in that territory where you get around that, you know, you get that minute off and then you've got 50 seconds and then do you roll the dice? Or am I going to ride him another 50 seconds or am I going to cut him and go get him?
Right. Yep, he's going to go ahead and cut him. So the riding time is still a minute 15. So Alber's now the match time is a minute here, just under a minute 10.
But a sense of you could take him down and ride him and get that riding time off and be a 3-point takedown. You're taking his point away and you getting 2. But you would have to score in the next about 40 seconds. Oh, Alber's in on a low single. Oh, he kicks out. Go get him. Go get him. You got him right there. That's going to tie it up 1-1. That's going to tie it up 1-1.
Okay, so obviously y'all saw there that there's a stall warning now against Synon. Alber's in on another outside single shot. Alber's just got to keep going forward right now.
Yeah, he's got to take his ground. He's got to take some shots.
25 seconds left in the period. Third period.
If he doesn't score, he's going to lose this match 2-1. With the riding time, he needs to get a takedown here.
Zach Synon, a junior, got some experience You know, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was a qualifier to the tournament last year. So under 10 seconds. Synon going to win it now. 2-1 with riding time.
2-1. Next Synon.
Another good match.